Okay, good. So I got it. So it's streaming on YouTube now.
Okay, can I have the link for the YouTube one, sir?
I'll get the link now. I'll send you the link. Yes. All right. So welcome everybody. I'm so excited to welcome you all. We're going to be starting immediately. Um, just give chance
Hello,
for
sir.
people to join us. Yes. Have you sent the YouTube link?
I'm about to send this. Can you please give them like 5 minutes, sir? Please.
Sure, sure. I will give them enough time. Can even start 5:10. But it's already
All
live
right.
streaming on YouTube already.
All right. Yes, I'm sending that one to the group already. So, sir, I think we can go ahead now. This is 5 minutes behind the schedule already. Mr. Adedeji, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I can hear you. You want us to start
Yeah.
immediately now? That's good.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I really appreciate your presence here. And I can see that most of my people over here. And special greeting to my mentor, Mr. Wolabi. yeah, he's my tutor, he's my mentor, he's an educationalist. Thank you so much for being here with us. I really appreciate it. I didn't take it for granted, sir. I wholeheartedly appreciate you, sir. So, Mr. Adedeji is going to be our guest speaker for today. He's a very good brother of mine and the best graduating student in TASUED out of today, the latest best graduating student in TASUED. So, we are so glad to have you on board too. Mr. Adedeji, you can have the floor, sir.
All right, good evening, everybody. Let me see. Yes, good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for being part of this. I'm Mr. Peter Obilakin. Uh, I really want to appreciate you for the opportunity. Thank you so much for doing this. This means a lot to me, and for everybody here too. I'm glad that we are all part of this. This is going to be uh, I think this is going to be like the first or second time I'm going to be doing this after the convocation of a thing. Though this is something I do a lot. I do a lot of talking and I do a lot of speaking. But I just want to implore everybody. First, I want to like appreciate you for being here. It takes a lot to be part of this program. This is not something that most of them really want to be part of. But then I really appreciate the fact that we all find the time to be here. Okay, and today we're going to be talking about achieving academic excellence. Okay, so that's just the overview of the topic. And I'm going to share my story and I'm going to share some of the things with you that I did and that you can also do to achieve your goal. If you have one, if you don't have one, then you might start from there. Okay. So let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Please confirm you can hear me loud and clear. We have people that are joining us on Zoom right now, and we have people who are joining us on YouTube too. So if you're joining here on Zoom and you can hear me and see my slide, please just comment yes. Okay, comment yes. Let me know you can hear me and see my slide. Just put in the chat that you can hear me and see my slide. And if you're on YouTube too, you can hear me and see my slide. Just comment yes, comment yes, comment yes. So let's do a show of hands before we even get started. So my name is, let me just introduce myself. My name is Abdullateef Adedeji. I studied mathematics education in Tashulan University of Education. And by the glory of God, I had the privilege of being the overall best graduate students of just completed session of 2023-2024 session. And I'm really glad to be here. So before we get started, let me know what department are you and what level are you? Yes, if you're watching here on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Zoom, just comment. So let me know what level are you, what course are you doing, what level are you, what course are you doing? I can see economics. Yeah, I can see Mubarak Kalam. Wow, Mr. Mubarak, good to have you here. Yeah, computer science 300 level. I can see EDM and English 200 level. I can see mathematics education. Joshua, nice to have you. Okay. I can see EDM and SOS. Okay, I'm trying to see this on YouTube too. If you're on YouTube, comment. Let me know where are you joining from. What department are you, and what level are you? If you're watching the replay too, just comment your department and level. We're going to get started immediately now. And please let them know that you can also, Mr. Peter, you said there. Also, please comment. on the WhatsApp that we are live so that more people can be able to join us.
Okay, no problem,
Yeah,
sir.
business education 200 level, mathematics 300 level. Amazing, amazing. This is great. Okay, yes, so we're going to get started now. And I don't want this to be too long so that we don't lose focus on the line. I can see EDM, SOS, 100 level. Amazing. This is so good. This is so good. All right. So I'm going to start with my story. So I'm just going to give you a bit rundown of my story. And then from there, you can pick whatever lesson you can pick there. I'm very sure along the session, so as I start, what's it called? Talking about like how to achieve academic excellence, you also see how my, I will also be able to share more of my stories, more of the things that happened to me along there. But then let me just give you an overview. Okay, and when you see this, what's it called? The reason why I need to share this story with you is that so that you can know this story because the idea is that, and please, we have started this session already. What then? First thing I want to, and please, before we start, I will implore you, I will encourage you, please get a pen and paper. Get a pen and paper, not paper, please, a book. Get a pen and book or notes they're going to use to jot. Because trust me, I'm going to say a whole lot. I'm going to say a whole lot. I'm going to share that as part of my story. This is not what is it called? Even though I later become BGS and I'm here talking about academic excellence, uh, one thing you will see along the line is that these are actually some of the things I do for a living. I actually speak for a living. Okay, so even though I'm going to be making use of slide, you can't really rely only on my slide. I'm going to say a whole lot of things. In fact, there are some things I'm going to say here that I've never said to anybody before. I've never mentioned before, but as I start explaining, it's going to come. So you don't just assume that, oh, I will remember everything. You need to get a pen and paper, and you have to please take this thing very serious. Okay. So what I want to start with for you, and as I said, the session has started, is that whenever you see a glory, my brother, my sister, please, I would love you to actually engage with me. Whenever you see a glory, you're on YouTube, you're in Facebook, on your YouTube, or what is it called, or Zoom right now, always make sure you just drop a comment. Let me know you are with me. So I'm going to start with this simple quote that whenever you see the glory, always ask for the story. See, behind everything you see in life, or behind everything that happens in life, whether in your own life, in other people's life, you have to know nothing happens by chance, nothing happens by accident. There are some things behind that is making those things happen. Just that when they say a tip of an iceberg, or this thing that say whenever you see a fire, whenever you see a smoke, there must be fire somewhere. There cannot be smoke without fire. That's the same thing. There can never be any glory without any story. The big mistake most of us make is that when you see a glory, you only celebrate the glory and you say something like, "Hey, I tap into your this, I tap into your grace." Nobody tap into any grace like to achieve success. If you don't if you don't understand the story, how will you be able to replicate it? Because that's it. What most people do is they celebrate stories, and when you celebrate, if they celebrate glory, and thing you celebrate, the only thing you do is celebrate glories. That will be the only thing you'll be able to do. So to be able to replicate the glory, you have to understand the story. That's just it. To be able to replicate, so when you see someone achieve something that you like to achieve, congratulate them, be happy for them. But as much as possible, try to get into them and try to know how they do it. And I can tell you, matter of fact, and this thing also comes with relationship. Since the time I was announced as the BGS, I've had a lot of people that will come to me, send me, they'll say, "How did you do it?" To be frank with you, I find it very insulting to come to me and ask me, "How do I do it?" Yes, I'm the one that's asking you to go and look for the story now. But I'm the one that's also telling you that I feel someone is telling me, "How do I do it?" Like it's like I'll meet someone now for the first time, you don't know me before. And the first thing you're asking is, "How do I do it?" So you expect me to start like explaining to you in the 100 level I did this, in 200 level I did this, in 200 level I did this. So they come with a relationship. But as much as possible, when you find someone that knows what you want to do, the first thing you should do is build a relationship with them. And then in fact, sometimes you don't need to go get close to them that much, but just need to study them. Okay, you might need to study them. I might need to even go close to them. And if we're going to ask them how they do it, the best thing for you to do will be to first share with them where you are going first. Mr. Abdullateef, I really appreciate the fact that you did this. Congratulations on this. I also want to achieve this, and I'm just wondering if you can be able to tell me one or two things that you did. That's it. When you come and say, how did you do it? It's like you're telling me to come and tell you A to Z of what I did. Okay, so that does not work. Uh, so what is now my own story? So let me see, and I see something similar to my story. Yeah, I see my our coach. Yes, the mentor of my host, Mr. Yeah, educationist STA Wolala. Thank you so much for being part of this. I really appreciate it. You don't take it for granted. So wow, this is so very similar. So he has NC in computer science mathematics and he has BSc in mathematics and MSc in applied mathematics. I don't have my MSc yet, but also has NC in computer science mathematics. So I had an NC before computer science, studying computer science mathematics. After 2 years of graduating from NCE, I got into TASUED to study mathematics education, and then that's how I became the BGS. But why is that story very, very important? The story got important because while I was processing my admission, or after I've graduated from NCE, when I did my NCE, I don't really know much. I don't really know much of anything. I don't even know what first class means. Okay, I don't know what first class means. But in 2018, I started following someone on Facebook. His name is John Obidi. And this person always says, so, always shout something. If you are in school, always make sure you gotta come out with first class. If you are in school, make sure you come out, do as much as you can to come out with first class. And what's the reason? The reason then is simple, is that one of the easiest way to actually get yourself out of Nigeria, if you want to, one of the reasons to get yourself out of Nigeria if you want to go and uh get out of the country, go to another country, maybe you're looking for a greener pasture, is through academics route. Like to go and have your study, have your masters or probably anything you want to have, further your study abroad. And to do this, even though it's very expensive to do, but then there's the option of having a scholarship. Okay. And then for you to be considered for a scholarship, one of the first thing you must have is to have a first class. Okay, is to come out with a what? At least a first class grade in your school. This is the message I've been hearing from 2020. I finished my AC in 2019, okay, and I started teaching. At one point, I would jam. I have to write jam, convert it to direct entry. I posted admission. I was not given admission in 2020. The admission that spilled over 2021. Then in 2021, I put that admission to TASUED. And you might wonder, why TASUED? As at that time, I was not even looking for any university. What I'm just looking for is that I just want to enter. Because I feel like, man, I've stayed at home a long time. I've stayed, I'm already like, I've stayed at home enough. I don't want to stay at home again. Even though as I was at home, I was not really like doing like nothing or maybe lazing around. I was doing a whole lot, like a whole lot. I was teaching. I was a full-time teacher. I wasn't just teaching. I was training other teachers. I was doing a whole lot of things. But the idea is that I know where I'm going. Number one, I know the things I need to achieve in life. Number two, number three is that I know that age is not on my side. As at that time, age is not on my side. I know that there are some of these things that I cannot even do without a degree. And so, as much as possible, I need to get into the university as soon as possible to get my degree out so that I can be able to like do all those things, all the things I want to do before I exceed the age bracket. Okay, and that's why if you are very young, let's say you are 18 right now, I mean 100 level, 200 level, you are less than 20 years and you are in school, whatever the level you have a very big advantage. Don't blow it up. You are very, very lucky. Like I entered school, like I graduated, I'm currently 25 now. So, and I have to be honest with you, there are some opportunities right now that I myself cannot even apply for again because I'm just above the age limit. But then the idea is that if I'm currently in school, please take it very serious. Now, why am I sharing this story with you? The reason I'm sharing this story with you is that by the time I got into school in 2022, yes, I was a data entry student. I resumed school in 2022. Two things were my advantage. Were my advantages. Number one is that I have a goal because I've been following this person has been saying, come out with the first time, come out with the first class. I already know in this school, I can't afford to come out with anything less than first class. in the school. I can't afford it. Everybody can afford it. I cannot afford it because I come from, and some of you, I know some of you share the same this thing with me. I come from a not so poor, but I don't come from a rich family. And I know that if I want to study, I want to do anything, the only bet I have is just to do the only thing I have in life as a then is academics. That's the only thing that can set me apart. We don't have much money. We don't have anything. They'll say, like my mom, even if I don't have this thing, my daddy have money, we have this thing. No, I don't. The only thing I have is how well I can study. That's the only support I have. And some of you too, that's the only thing you have. Don't take it for granted and don't take it to levity and please. The second one is that because I have been to NCE before, I have spent 3 years in NCE. After that 3 years, I have spent 2 years in the school of life. My brother, my sister, there's a difference between the school you go to and the school of life. Like when you are out of school and you are inside life itself, you are working, you are working, you are doing a lot of things, you are doing a lot of things that are not working. Yes, you are working on things that are not working. So, and you are learning, you are growing. That time I was attending conferences, attending trainings, reading books, doing a lot of personal development. So by the time I enter school, I have a focus. I'm not the type of guy, I'm not the type of people that this is actually for some people, this is the first time they are leaving their house. Especially if you are in 100 level, this is the first time you're leaving your house. So are most likely like a bird that has been caged for a long time, and then the cage is opened. It's like a how should I put that? A hen or a cockerel or a cock that you have put inside the cage for some time, and then you just open the cage. What would the hen do? The hen will just fly to this side, come back again, fly to another direction again. Why? Because they have been caged for a long time, and that's what most of students. That's the biggest disadvantage or biggest challenge that most students have. That the first time you enter school like this, you don't have any direction. First, you want to feel among. That's the first time you are getting out of your house. So you are open to a lot of things. So you are exactly, sir. Exactly, sir. Thank you, sir. So you are open to a lot of things. You are open to a lot of distraction. You are seeing people, and you want to do a lot of things that you cannot even do at home. That was not for me. At the time I entered school, I already know where I'm going. I have the focus. In fact, when I enter school, I am like the black sheep of my class because I'm just somehow different from them. And the idea is, sometimes I feel like some of you, we are not even mates. For some of my classmates then, some of them, I have finished my NC before some of them graduated in their school. Hey, I'm so sorry. I'm not even recording this thing, Sha. Come on, let me start recording. But then it's being streamed to YouTube, so that's another advantage. Okay, so that was my own advantages. I entered school with a clear purpose. I entered school without what was it called? With that mindset of I know where I'm going, I know what I need to do. I don't need to, I'm not the type of person that needs to start looking for friends or looking for all those things. I have done that in my early years in NCE. I have faced that. So that phase of my life, I have like passed through that phase before. Now, another part of the story that you need to hear is that during my exam in first semester, 200 level, remember I entered in 200 level. So during my exam in 200 level, after I've written one, yes, my first exam was on Monday. I written the exam on Monday, and then the person that we write his exam on Monday was invigilating our next exam on Friday. I think no, next week Monday, the Monday that followed that particular Monday. And then towards the end of the exam, this person, the lecturer, Mr. Eriwa, some of you might know him. Yeah, especially if you're in my department. So he called two persons' name outside. He called me and he called one other person in my department, Joseph. Joseph is a very good friend. So he called the two of us. I don't know why. Probably he has marked our notes. I feel like, man, who are these two crazy guys? And he called the two of us. And he called us to his office that we should see him. I think maybe that particular a Friday, maybe after some days, we are able to like meet him in the office and he shared his own story with us. And that is where he planted the seed. Remember, I already have the goal that I want to achieve what? First class. But it was when we meet with him and started telling us his own story. That's when he first thing he told us is that two of us, we have lost our right to fail, and we have lost our right to come out with anything less than first class. And then he also shared his own story of how he actually go for that goal of best graduate students, but he was not able to achieve it in his own set. And he said something there that one of the promises he made for himself is that he's going to produce many best graduate students. I mean, he's going to like mentor other people, support other people to actually achieve the goal. That is where it started for me. Why am I telling you this? Is that there are some things in your life right now that you can do, but you will never attempt to do them because you don't even know that it's possible, because you don't even know that it exists in the first place. So exposure is very, very important. There are some things in your life right now that you will never try to do, not because you can't do it, not because you don't have what it takes to do it, but because you don't just you don't even it has never crossed your mind that it is even possible to do something like that. Imagine a boy that grew up in a village where they have never seen plane before. They have never seen an aeroplane before. Do you think that boy can ever imagine to become a pilot? It's not possible. You can't imagine something you have not been exposed to. Imagination is, yes, imagination is you thinking about something that has not happened. But that imagination, it has to be set on a foundation. So if there's not something that is going to like be the foundation of that particular thing, nothing can happen to it. So for me, that is one of the turning points of my life. That I have someone that said, "Oh yeah, now you can do this thing, go for it." And because I'm already in 200, I entered in 200 level, and I've been working towards having a first class before. I've been serious going for my this thing. So it's also make it easy. For some of us, the problem with us is that, and that's why, in fact, this session that we're having now, we're supposed to have it first week of January. I have to tell Mr. Peter that I don't want to have it then. Let's have it as quick as possible. And that's why we don't really do much of publicity. If you check the flyer of this thing come out, I think on Thursday. Yes. The reason for that is that what I've noticed is that most students, when you have this type of session, like say January, few days to your exam, they don't have enough time to actually implement what you have learned. So it will not make any difference. Okay. What I'm saying that is that for some of you right now, exam is coming, but you have wasted a lot of your time and resources already. That even today now, if you start reading for morning to night today, to the day of the exam, you can never meet up again to make to achieve the goal that you can now set you might want to set for yourself now. But for me, even though when I was preparing for exam in 200 level, I was not going for the BGS goal, best graduate students. But because my goal is still first class, my goal is to have A's on my courses. I only give myself the opportunity of if I have B in one course, it's okay. And that's it. That's what I did. So because I'm already in line, so in that first semester 20 level, out of 9 courses, I had 8 A's and 1 B. In fact, that 1 B, it was 68 out of 70. I only have 2 points, and it was a general course. And guess what? When I saw that general, one of the things Mr. always told us then is that we should not never joke with general courses. And some of you too, that's one of the biggest issues you have. You see a course as general, they have tell you don't go to general class, don't go to all those things. You're only killing yourself. Some of you are scoring A's in your departmental courses, but general is beating you down. And that's it. And that's why when I go to anyone, they feel like, mathematics students, mathematics is simple. That's why they always get best graduates. So they always have first class. I will ask you about general courses. The general course simple too. So what I want to bring out from there is that when I have that B and I send it to him, then this is actually a place of having a mentor. Okay. And it was like, I told you guys, don't joke with general course. You won't believe. That is what he told me. Even though, imagine your score is still over 70 and you have just 1 B out of 9 courses. That's something that everybody should celebrate. He celebrated me. He told me I did a good job, but you reminded me of that. And as from then, I tried as much as possible to be very, very serious with my general courses. So that's just my own story. And that's how it started. I have to tell you, it's not an easy journey. There have been a lot of times when I don't get what I expect. There have been a lot of times I feel like giving up. There have been a lot of times where a lot of things just happen. A lot of things happen. But then but then by the grace of God, because grace of God is very, very important. Nobody gets to the top alone. Whether you're a Muslim, I'm a Muslim. I'm not going to tell you to, yes, I'm not going to tell you my this thing is superior or anything. That's not about it here. But whatever what you believe in, you have to have a good relationship with God. Like You have to trust in God and you have to believe in God because you can't get there alone. There's the grace of God is real. You don't get it. The grace of God is very real. I've seen it in my own life. That's why I'm saying it here. So if I'm telling you anything, if I'm telling you anything, or telling you I did that, and I did not mention God, just know the story is not complete. Anybody that said it to you and did not mention God, the story is not complete, my brother, my sister. Okay? Because nothing can happen on its own. Everybody is always trying. And you might have even experienced in your own life. You will do some courses. Two people, you and someone will do it. The person might even be the one that teach you. Yes, or you two of you might read together and you score higher. The person will score something lower. You will think you are the one that know how to write the exam, Abby. No, it's just that to a large extent, there are a lot of things that happen. When, in your quest to achieve academic excellence, there are some things you can control, there are some things you can't control. So what I always tell people is that you focus on what you can control. The number of times, the amount of hours is spent reading, you are the one that can control that one. What you do in your exam can control that one. You see, after you have written your exam, anything that happen at the end, you can't control it. So what do? You leave it to God to control it for you. And that's why you can't joke with the place of prayer. Even for me, when I doing my own exam and doing my own distance, I don't just I'm not the type of person that pray. I pray when I want to pray, or I pray when I go to mosque. I pray every time, every single time. Like I can just be going like this. I just remember that the goal I want to say, along, my God, this is what we want to achieve this semester. How are we going to achieve it? God help me. God have mercy on me. I communicate with it because the thing is that it is not when you get to church or get to mosque that God answer you. I communicate every single day, every single time. When I'm writing the exam, I'm telling, hey, God, this is hard, but I trust that you can help. So something like that. It's just my own belief that I have God can help me. Even things that I can achieve on my own, God can help me to achieve it. That is my own belief. Okay, so that's my story. So even with all these things that I did, I've already mentioned a lot of things. If I stop this session here, you have already learned a lot. But then let me quickly point out some specific things that you need to do, especially concerning this exam, and then we're going to give time for questions. All right, so let me know. Have you been with me? How has it been for you so far? If you are in what is it called? If you are in if you are in what is it called? If you are in Zoom, let me know how has this been for you. Has this been making sense at all? Yeah, is it making sense? Let me check my people on YouTube. Is it making sense at all? And for those of us on this thing too, it was on YouTube. Let me check. Is anybody on YouTube? Okay, you have people on YouTube. Yes, if you are on YouTube, let me comment. Let me know you can. Okay, you can see people education management. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, let me know. Is it making sense? Is it making sense at all? Yeah, let me know if that is making sense. Should I continue or should we stop here? Should we stop here? Okay, you're enjoying this. Wow, thank you. It's been interesting. Wow, continue. I should continue. Are you serious? Yeah, thank you. Okay, so let's get started. All right. So the first thing is, and let me ask this question: how many of you are part of the convocation, or you just have the opportunity to listen to my valedictory speech? Like you listen to my valedictory speech. How many of you are able to maybe just listen to that? If you don't, you can. It's on my this thing actually. It's on my YouTube channel. If you click on that YouTube link, you can. If you go to videos under my channel, you're going to say valedictory speech. Or you can search for it. Valedictory speech Abdullateef Adedeji. You will see it. So what I'm saying that is that I started with something. As is that good to have you here. So in my valedictory speech, I started with a quote, and the quote reads thus. It says, "Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve." Can someone put that? Please write it out. Whatever the mind of man, or not even that, just write it, personalize it. Whatever I can conceive and believe, I can achieve. Whatever I can conceive and believe, I can achieve. Okay, why is this important? Because it is important because everything starts with conception. And what is conception? Conception is when you say conceive, it's conception. It starts with vision. It starts with destination. It starts with what? Destination. So to achieve anything in life, you must start from the destination. You must start from the vision. What's your vision? What do you want to achieve? And that's why I have some series of questions for you here. 5 questions. Okay. And let me add this too. See, in the quest to achieving academic excellence, you'll be very surprised that most of the things that will determine how good you, not good how good you are. You can be very good in class and not achieve as much in your exam. Yes, you might have seen that before. You have not seen, you will surely see it. But the idea is that how good you are going to perform or how big you are going to achieve uh, in your academics will be determined by easy things, by simple things. You'll be very surprised and shocked that most of them that are going to determine your success in life are not big things, are not huge things. So when you see someone achieve something very big, you will think that you will think that they have actually done some big things, that's why they are able to achieve big things. But actually, it is small things that is done consistently, that is done repeatedly, that is going to give you the big things that you want in life. But here's the problem for most people is that the small things that are easy to do for people are also easy not to do. Does that make sense? The things that are easy for people to do are also easy for them not to do it. And that's why most people fail in life. Not really because they don't know what to do to succeed, not really because they can't do what they need to succeed, but because they don't do it. And why don't they do it? Is it because they cannot do it? They don't do it because it's too easy to do. Okay, it's too easy. So most of the easy things that you think, you read every day, you do things every day, things as simple as you attend all classes, you don't miss one class, can be the key to your success. You never know. Things as simple as you teach other people what you know, can be the easy thing, can be the simple thing. Things as simple as you don't copy assignment from any other person. You always make sure that you do your own assignment yourself. Can be the simple thing that's going to determine your success. Okay, all those small things that like you don't go to parties, things that you don't, man, don't worry, you get there. So first thing starts with what? Vision. So vision is at this stage is where you're going to have a clear picture of what you actually want to achieve in life. And now this is not just life, this is school. In school right now, if you are in 100 level, if you are in 200 level, if you are in 300, if you are in 400 level, this is the idea of where you start asking the question, what do I want to come out with in your exam? Not exam, sorry. In after the end of your degree program, do you want to come out with first class? Want to come out with second class upper? Come out with second class lower? Want to come out with third class? You want to come out with pass? Want to come out with best graduating students? Yes. None of it is better than the other. Trust me. Yes. That's coming from me. None of it is better than the other. It's just a matter of choice. You have to make your own choice. Some of you already know where you are going in life. Third class is enough for you. Why disturb yourself? Why? Why disturb yourself? Some of you, the only thing you need is just that certificate. Just have a certificate that your name is on it. You already know what you're going to do with your life. Why? But some of you also know where you are going. You know where you are going. At least you must not come out with something less than first class. You know. So that's where. So first question: what do you want to achieve? And that's why I ask you to get a book and paper. As I'm saying this thing, write it down. If you cannot answer the question now, go back there and go and answer the question. See, there's no secret anywhere. I'm not going to ask you, I'm not going to tell you, this is what I did. I did this, I did that, I did that. This, you put this formula together, or you do this and do this, and boom, you do this. No. These are things you're going to have to do yourself. Okay? So the first question you have to ask is, what do you want to achieve? Second one, why do you want to achieve it? Yes, why? Why? Why is it even necessary in the first place? Why? Why do you want? So, for my own story, I told you when I entered the school, my goal is to achieve first class. Why do you want to achieve it? I want to have my, that's the goal from the beginning. I want to have my masters abroad. And to have my masters abroad, I know my people might not be able to finance it. So what can I do? I know the best route for me is to apply for scholarship. To apply for scholarship, I need to have at least first class. That's why I need to achieve. That's why I want to achieve it. The next question, which is like a advanced version of the second question, is: do you really need to achieve it? Do you really need to achieve it? Because the second question is, why do you want? Need is superior to want. You don't get. Need is superior to want. Want is something, this thing is good for me to achieve. When it comes to need, it's like air. You need it. If you don't have it, something will happen to you. If you don't have it, you won't be able to breathe. There's this motivational speech I listened to one time, and the guy was like, I think Eric Thomas. It was like a particular person went to a particular guru one time and tell the person, I want to succeed. And the guy was like, 5 a.m. tomorrow, come and meet me. This is so place by in a river, by a river. And he was like, it is success I want to achieve. Why are you telling me to come and meet you there? He went there, 5 o'clock a.m. And then he get there, and the person was like, oh yeah, enter the river. And he put him inside like he put the guy inside the water and press the head so that the head is now under the water. And then at the last minute, where that guy is going to like give up the ghost because of lack of air, he brought out something. He brings it out. He brings the person out. And it was like, when you are under the distance, what do you want? What do you want? What is that thing that he wants? It's as simple. You only want to breathe. And he told him, if you want it, how bad? If you can want it as bad as you want to breathe, you're going to achieve it. What I'm telling you now is that thing that you say you want to come out with, first class, second class upper, second class lower, do you want it as bad as you want to breathe? As bad as you want to breathe. Imagine that someone block your nose and your mouth now. Within few seconds, you're going to, few minutes, in fact, minute is very high. Within few seconds, you're going to die because of lack of air. The something is, if you don't achieve that thing, what's going to happen to you? Is anything bad going to happen to you? That's what the third question is telling you. The second question, that's where most of us stop. Why do you want to achieve it? Yes, it's good to have. People will clap for you. You are the BGS. People will now say you congratulations, everything. Who is this? Yes, they will clap for you. All those things, they are secondary. This thing, they are all secondary. But the question is, do you really need to achieve it? If you don't achieve it, what will be the consequence of it? What will happen to you? What will happen to your family? How bad do you really want it? Then the next question you should ask yourself is, who have achieved it? Or has anybody achieved it before? You have to look for people that have been to where you want to be to. For example, now, let me give you this example, this particular example. So I traveled a lot because I get invited to come and speak, and I get invited to come and train. In fact, when we first started planning this program, the first date Mr. Peter suggested for me was January 4. But guess what? January 4, I'm going to be in Lagos because I've been invited to come and speak at a particular event. And guess what? That place I've been invited to, I don't know the place at all. I've never been to the place before, even though I've been to Lagos many times. But what I'm trying to tell you is that I have not been there before, but I have to get there. So do you know what I need to do? I need to call someone that have been there and ask the person, how will I get there? So I've been to a lot of places before that I've never been before, but I don't have anything to fear. So far, I know someone that have been there before, and at least if I don't know anybody, the person that's inviting me to come there, you know the place, and you know I'm going to get there. What I'm trying to tell you is that place that you want to go to, has anyone been there before? Most likely, yes. Go and look for them and ask them that question. Don't ask them with too much of confidence. Don't ask them with arrogance. ask them, like try to study them, build a relationship with them, try to know how did they do it. Let me give you this example. Let me give you something that helped my life, that helped my own. Oh. And you see, some of this I'm telling you here, people one of the things that is that I come from a generation of best graduating students. My own time in the last 4 years, math produced three best graduating students. I have that opportunity, that special privilege of working with the three of them at the same time. The person that did it, that was the best graduate student for 2020 sets, is currently a lecturer in TASUED in my department. I remember at the point I went to go and meet him in the office. I sat in his office. I sat down in his office and I asked him. I think that was left second semester. Like, how is this thing going to happen? How do you do this and how is that? And he told me what he did during his own time. There's another person, Mr. Sunday. Mr. Sunday is not even in Nigeria anymore now. He's already gone for his master's. He was the one best for 2021 sets. I also have the opportunity. Sometimes I don't even talk to them. I've never talked with Mr. Sunday about my academics before. But here is the fact. The fact that I can see someone that achieved what I want to achieve. And I can see that this person does not have two heads. This person does not have three hands. That's enough a possibility that this is the person that have achieved this thing. I can achieve it too. I know this person very well. This person is not special in any way. It's not as if it's special. And that's what I have to let you know. No, nothing is special. When you say anybody that achieve anything, they don't achieve it because they are special in some way. The reason that makes them achieve it is because they are doing some things at the background. The third person, that's the one that emerged as the best student before my own. I call her my sister. In fact, when she was in school, she's the president of math. I was the vice president. So you see, and even before I became the vice president, I went to look for her because then she was the first person that I had that this person, when she was in 100 level, she had 5.0 in first semester and second semester. Okay, when I had that, man, I went to look for her. I have to go and look for her. And we start talking. I remember then I have a program on Telegram then. I have to invite her. I invited her to speak. She said a whole lot of things that even I that invited her, I have to sit down and take notes, take a whole lot of notes. That is how it works. So anything you want to achieve, some people have most likely achieved it before. Go to them, build a relationship with them. Even if you don't know them, there is someone that you know that know them. Okay, let me give you this practical example. So there's a friend of mine is in Niger Delta University. A friend of mine in Niger Delta University. And because you're a very good close friend, and during my convocation, she posted me about this thing. And guess what? Someone in Niger Delta University, a student who is also studying mathematics, who knows her, was like, reach out to her. I was like, this person, your brother that you always post to that achieve this thing. How can I reach out to him? I also want to achieve something like this. And because she knows someone that knows me, the person she knows, who is my own friend, gave her my contact and she reached out to me. And then since then, we have been in the process of, in fact, almost at most, maybe once in 2 days or 3 days, we talk. Okay, this is what you are doing, this is what you should do, this is what you should do. That's how it starts. Like, that's what we do. So what am I trying to tell you is that even though this particular person does not know me personally, but she knows someone that knows me and she'll be able to connect. You too, who do you know that knows someone? Who do you know? In fact, the last time we were talking, I told her on a normal day, even because of who connected us, I don't really have the time. It's not really something I do. I have that much of time for. But because of where she's coming from, I have to give her all the time and attention required. The same thing for you. Who is that person that you know that knows someone? That you just need to put a phone and say, hello, I sent this particular person to you. Please give him or her all the help that she needs. We are still in the vision stage. What do you want to achieve? Because you realize that on your journey, you realize that most of the things you want to achieve, they are very simple to do. The only thing is that you don't know what to do. So you just do trial and error, trial and error. You do it trial and error, you do it trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. And that's a waste of time. So, and they always say this, the experience is the best teacher. Yes, it's the best teacher. But it does not have to be your own experience, my brother and my sister. It does not have to be your experience. Okay? learn from other people's experience, and that's why you are here. Now, so once you have your vision set, the next thing to do is set your goal. Set your goal. So for me, the vision from the beginning is come out first class, and then the vision get bigger, graduated as the best graduate student. And I want to let you know this first is that destination always determines direction. Your destination must determine your direction. And that's why and because most of us, we don't start from the destination, we just go in any direction that we like. And there's this saying that says, if you don't know where you are going, everywhere will seem like a destination to you because you don't go anywhere. Imagine that you are in Ijago and you are going to Djibouti, and then instead of going to what's it called, going to express or going to where you're going to take bus, just start passing in Ijele or start passing in Maweje, straight down. We get to Djibouti, yes, you will get there maybe after 2 years or after a week or after many hours. The idea is that you have to know your destination. That's why it's very important that you decide where you want to go first, so that you now know, okay, I'm going to, or it's like someone that is going from Djibouti, you are going to Lagos. You have to go to different, because you have different destination in mind. But some of you, because you don't know your destination, you follow. When I'm supposed to go to Lagos, so you now start looking for another bus again. Waste of time, waste of energy, waste of money. So your destination must be in many places because you can be running, going to nowhere. You can be moving very fast, slowly, but in the right direction. We get where they are going. But you that you are running fast, you run fast, but you will get nowhere. So first, know your destination. This is where you now start setting goals. Because the goal is, for example, now you're going to from Ijebu to Lagos. First session, first step might be from your house to get to Jago Park. From Jago Park, take a bus going to Lagos Garage. From Lagos Garage, take a bus going to Lagos. Maybe you are going to Bega now. Take a bus going to Lagos. That's it. So first, but you have to first clear about your destination. Then you now need to have a clear plan. How will I go to the destination? Now, let me tell you this. Let's say your goal is, let me use BGS as an example, my own as an example. I want to get BGS. And this is what I realized on my path. Because one thing I don't like, and I don't like, and I have to do, actually, one thing I don't really like as much, even though it's inevitable, and I don't encourage people to go for, is competition. Because most of the time, there are healthy competition, but there's some competition where there's only one winner. For BGS, there's only one winner. And so I don't advise anybody to focus on BGS as a goal, as the main goal. No. I will advise you to focus on something that can give you BGS. Why? Why is that possible? Because when the only thing you have is BGS, you realize that the only reason why you're going to achieve BGS is that other people did not achieve it. That's it. Is that you have the highest CGPA. And guess what? You can have four. Yeah, you can have 4 for me now I have 4.91. You know that it's possible to have someone that have 4.90. And just because the person I have something 0.01 above the person, that means, and nobody cares about, nobody gives any attention to second. That's the problem. But so what am I going to advise you to go for? Go for the things that as you are achieving it, every other person can achieve it. What is that thing? 5.0. That's what I go for every single time. Everybody, I see my people here. People that I've spoken to, people from my department, even those that are not from my department, but I've spoken to. That's what I always tell them. That's what I always tell them. Every single time, go for 5.0. You know why? 5.0 is a score I can achieve, and you can also achieve it. But 5.0 does not disturb me from having your 5.0. For me, that's my smart goal. It's as simple as that.
My SMART goal is 5.0. What is the definition of SMART? SMART is specific. 5.0 is specific. Okay? You can't have 4.9 and say it is 5.0. So this means that it is definite. When you have it, you will know you have it. M, it is measurable. I will know when I have it. A, is it achievable? That's it. Because you also have to check. Imagine that I'm in TASUED and I say I want to achieve 7.0 when I'm not in UI. That means something is wrong. R, is it relevant? That's what R means, relevant. Some people use R for realistic. I don't use realistic, I use relevant. That means this goal that you even want to achieve, is it even relevant for you in the first place? Imagine that you want to come out with second class upper, second class lower. You're not chasing 5.0. How is it? You just kill yourself. Why do you want to disturb yourself and get something you're not even looking for? And then T is time bound. Does it have time? Yes, 5.0 in a semester. And guess what? What do you need to get 5.0? I just need to have A's in all my courses. Use that word. Just. It's as simple as that. And it might seem hard, but it's simple. You just need to have what? One A. A's in all your courses every semester. And what do you need to have A's in all your courses? See, I'm already telling you. I'm already on number 4. Sorry, I'm number 3 with set SMART goals. I'm using BGS as an example. They are first class that you want, second class upper. You do it for yourself too. So achieve BGS, I just know. I just need to focus on 5.0. I can't stop that from getting 5.0. But for me, because of when I entered, I already know. If I'm able to focus myself on achieving 5.0, by the end of my semester, I will most likely come out with the best graduate student. If I'm able to keep up my own, even if everybody's getting 5.0, even if every other person too, or some other person that gets 5.0, I will say most likely. Why? Here's my calculation. I entered in 200 level. Okay? Those of you that are in 100 level, if you are in 100 level, please indicate here. 100 level, indicate, please. 100 level, indicate. 100 level, indicate. Let me see you. 100 level, anybody 100 level? Indicate, please. Let me see you. Let me see you 100 level. Aye, good. I've seen only 100 level. You only have 100 level here. Good, 2. So your matriculation is coming up on January 8th. I don't know yet, but I really love to be there. But what I want to say is that under your matriculation, one person will be called out as the best 100 level student among those that are in 200 level right now. And they will announce his or her GPA. They will announce what is or her GPA. That's what happened during my own time. Because I entered in 200 level. I also get matriculated with those that are in 100 level. And I got to know the person that was announced as the best 100 level student. I got to know the person's GPA. And by the time I get to the idea of, okay, this is what I want to achieve, I make the calculation and I realize, even with what this person currently have, okay, even if the person go on to have 5.0 from that 200 level to 400 level, and I also have the same 5.0, I will still most likely come out as the best graduating student based on what the person have in 100 level. That is the calculation. See, there is no wishful thinking. It's not wishful thinking. It's not I wish I would get it. It's you have to sit down and calculate. The way I do for my people is, what do you want to come out with? You will calculate it. Even those that are in 400 level, if you are in 400 level right now, and you want to come out with first class, and you are currently in second class upper, what I will tell them is, oh yeah, go to it, go to your portal, get what you currently have. Now, write it out. If you have 5.0 in all the courses that you're going to do to finish in TASUED, what will your scores be? Let me see. What is it called here? Is his name Sulaiman now? I don't know if I get that. I don't know. Maybe I'll check. Yeah, I think, is this Sulaiman? I'm not sure. But the idea is that you have to calculate. You have to actually do the calculation. If it's second class upper, do your calculation. Since morning, I've not talked about anything about read your book, do this, because all those things are natural. That's something normal people do. If you cannot read book, you are not going to be here. It's not about reading book. Reading book is very important. It's about where do you want that book that you are reading to get you to. The person that wants to score 80 and the person that wants to score 60, they're not going to read the same book. Yes, they will read the same book, literally, but they will not read it the same way. And they will not spend the same time reading it. And that's why all this is very, very important. Once you get these things right, everything is going to become easier for you. Okay? So that's one. Set the SMART goals. Let me be specific. Exactly, this is exactly what I want to achieve. Now, create a plan of action to achieve the goal. For my own, the plan of action is, the SMART goal is that every semester I want to have 5.0. Now, in this stage of creating the plan of action, this is where you now ask the question, what do I need to have 5.0? I need to have A's in all my courses. Now, let me ask you a question. Is it possible to have A in all your courses? Is it possible? I'll wait for your response. Is it possible to have A's in all your courses? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Yes. Amazing. Yes. Very possible. Amazing. Yes. 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 Amazing. So, do you know why it's possible? I want to make it possible. It's very simple. To have A in all your courses, and that's what I tell people. If you tell me how do I achieve 5.0, what I'm going to ask people is that, and let me ask you this, just comment yes too. Have you ever had an A in your course before? One A. Have you ever had one A in your course before, in any course before? Comment yes. Let me see. Have you had just one A before? One A. Amazing. I've seen yes, sir. The idea is that if you have ever had an A, and please, I want you to please listen to this. Please listen to this. See, if everything you have been hearing this morning does not make sense to you, or if you have not been listening this morning, listen to this one I want to tell you, because this is actually the secret you have been looking for. Please. So you have had an A before. The question is, the most important thing I want you to know is that if you have had A in one course before, that means it is possible for you to have A's in two courses. It's possible to have A in three courses. That means it's possible to have A in four courses. It's possible for you to have A in five courses. It's possible to have A's in six courses. In fact, if you are doing 100 courses, it's possible to have A's in all courses. Why? And what will make it possible is that what you just need to do is to know. And you see, this know is the most important thing, because you have to study yourself. Is to know, what do I do to get the first A? And this is where most of us are failing. This is why most of us are failing, because you don't know how you get the first A that you get. See, once you are able to know the exact thing that you did to get that first A, okay, and you commit yourself to keep doing that thing, you will get A's in other courses too. All things being equal. Even if you don't get A, you'll be very close to A. Very, very close. You get what I'm saying? This is as simple as that. If you get this thing I just said now, everything is going to become easy for you. So can you go back and study yourself? That A that you have gotten in this course, how do you get it? So let me give you this simple example, this simple evaluation, this simple illustration. So if you fall down, what they tell us to do. So let me ask you, when you fall down, what are you supposed to do? When you fall down, let me use this because this is like, if I'm coming from an aspect of failure now, okay, aspect of failure, but failure is more relatable because most of us have failed. So if you fall down, what are you supposed to do? If you fall down, what are you supposed to do? You stand up again. Amazing. Amazing. That's what you're supposed to do. But the thing is, and that's what I've always think too, until I watch a YouTube video once, I think it was going to be 2022. And the person was like, the biggest mistake most people make is that when they fall down, they get up and go. That's the biggest mistake most people make. And probably that's the biggest mistake you have been making too in your life. That when you fall down, the next thing you do is you get up and go. Yes, you are supposed to stand up. But the thing is that after you have stood up, before you go, look at what fall you down first. That's what you must now do before you start going. You know, the thing is, the idea is that when you fail, try again, try harder, try harder. Yes, it's very good to try harder, but you can keep trying the same thing and keep failing. You can fail 100 times. They have tell you, let me tell you this question again. Answer this question. 1 + 1 is what? 1 + 1. Let me see if you even know maths. 1 + 1. If you're on YouTube, please put it down. 1 + 1 is what? 2. Amazing. 2. You see, it's very simple. But you see, as simple as this thing is, if you do 1 + 1 1 million times, what are you going to get? Answer the question. If you do 1 + 1 1 million times, what are you going to get? I can't see your comments. Still 2 in a million times. Thank you, Azizat. 2, you will still get 2. That's the same thing. You can be, if you keep doing the same thing, you will keep getting the same result. See, if you keep passing the same place that is making you fall down, the same way, you will keep falling down. You will get up, you will fall down again. You will get up, you will fall down again. So the first thing you do after you have failed, you have fall down and you stand up, look at it. Why do I fall down? What fall me down? When you succeed too, ask yourself, why do I succeed? See, the only reason I can be here and be talking to you like this is because I know why I succeeded. And that's why many people that succeed once, they can't succeed twice, or they can't sustain their success. And if you want to truly succeed in life, you have to be able to sustain your success. Nobody succeeds once and is considered a success. You have to be able to sustain your success. To be able to sustain your success, you have to know how and why you succeed the first time, so you can be able to replicate it. Because anything you can't replicate, you can't have it in abundance. So you have A before, you have to find a way to always replicate it. And that's why some of us, it seems as if these people cannot fail. It's not that we cannot fail, it's because we have got to understand ourselves, that we know this is how I get A. And once I keep doing what I need to do, even if I don't get that A, 2 things will happen. If I don't get that A, is it that? No, 2 things will happen. Either I get the A, or in very few cases, I will get something close to it. So in my 3 years of studying TASUED, I only have 3 B's and 1 C. 3 B's and 1 C. Second semester, 200 level, 8 A's, 1 B. Second semester, 200 level, 10 A's, 1 B. In fact, 300 level first semester, it was 10 A's. Everything was A's. 300 level second semester, that was my most worst thing, because I had C. I have 1 C in ENT. ENT, it slap everybody. I had C. I also have 1 B in my department. That's it. Okay? So, but the idea is that you have to know how and why you get the A the first time, so you can be able to what? Replicate it. Okay? Why? So that's part of creating a plan of action. So once you know how to do it, then from there you cannot be able to design a plan for yourself. This is how I'm going to get this. So now you already know to achieve, we are still using 5.0 as an example. And 5.0 is that you have to get A's in all your courses. So now I have to sit down. This is what you have to do every semester. I'm doing 10 courses. So let me ask you, how many courses are you doing in this semester? Put that in the chat. How many courses? So let's say, so let me just put for you to do that. How many courses are you doing right now? So I explain different numbers now. I've seen 11, I've seen 8, 7, 9. Amazing, 9, 10. So the thing is that for this, and this is where the work is. You now have to sit down for each of the courses and decide, okay, so what I always tell my people is that at the beginning of the semester, you will write all the courses down and you will write what you want to score. That's your goal. That is you setting your goal. This is what I want to score in all my courses. So I'm doing math 311. I'll write, I want to score 90. Math 312, I'll write, I want to score 92. Math 313, I want to score 94. And you might be surprised. Most of my goals, the list of my score in my courses always is 85, at least 85. 85, 88, 90, 92. The reason is why. Why do you always put as much big score? Even though most of the time I don't achieve them, I don't get 90 and all those things. But I put it there because there's a difference in the way you work. Someone I want to score 90, another one I want to score 80 in a course. My brother, my sister, they will not work the same way. See, all these things seems very simple. They are simple. When you are putting 80, when someone put 80 and someone put 90, what are you seeing? You are seeing A. Both of them will score A, isn't it? But in the process is different. The process is different. What's going to give you 80 will never give you 90. Don't you believe it? And I can see my people here. Let me use Azad is here. So Azad is going in 400 level. Okay. So I will tell them, oh, yeah, go and set your goal. And they will send me their goals. And guess what I would do? I would ask them, well, yeah, add 10 tests. Someone that said we want to score 85 before. And then one quiz guy now comes, add 10 to it, 95. That's it. And I will tell them the idea is that for the fall among the stars, so it's better to aim high. And then if you don't hit your target, you fall a bit lower. But if you hit low, you're going to also fall a bit, going to fall lower because it will affect how you walk. Someone that wants to score 70, they will tell you, 70 is A, just need 70. And that's why some of people, they work for 70 and the only thing they get is 60. Because when you work for that 70, anything can happen. Anything will happen. You know, so 60 something. But someone that is working for 90, over 40, 70. Unless something else is wrong. That is the idea. So set your goals as big as possible. And after you have set your goals, and please, maybe you should not set it. Because I'm the one that is telling you to set it now. I have to tell you, I won't do the work for you. I'm sorry. Because after you have set your goal, the next question is that, okay, you have said you want to score 90 in this. I'm the one that push you to score 90. I accept. But you see this stage, you are the one that will do it yourself. You now ask yourself, what must I do? Hear that word. Must I do? What must I do? What must you do to achieve that 90? And let me give you this analogy. I love to give illustration a lot. So, have anybody ever go for fishing before? If you want to go and fish, you know, when you are fishing, you use a bait. You have to use a bait to attract the fish. Let me ask you this question. In that bait, what do you put there? Is it what you like to eat or what the fish like to eat? Comments. I'm waiting for you. Is it what you like to eat or what the fish like to eat? Which of it are you going to put as a bait? I have seen one person talk. What the fish like to eat? Does this even make sense? Amazing. I can see our responses. Why am I asking you that? Is that part of you knowing what you must do to score A is also to understand your lecturer. Most people will not tell you this. You won't hear it anywhere. That you must, apart from understanding yourself, you must understand your lecturer. You must know them one by one. I mean, every lecturer, one by one, you must know. This is how people, in fact, sometimes I will need to go and meet a particular senior that I've gone through the course I'm going to. Yes, because I told you earlier that what you want to achieve, who have achieved it before, how do they do it? It's also part of your course too. This particular course, they have told you, this course, everybody only score B in the course. But you just add somewhere that someone has have A before. Go and look for the person. Oga, Mr. Man, or Mr. Miss, Auntie Kiniko, Brother Kiniko, how do you have A in this course? They will tell you. They will tell you. Because you also go with a mindset of, you go with that thing of, sir, I also want to achieve this thing. What do you do? How can I do it? What advice do you have for me? They will tell you. Understand your lecturer. Understand how to get A's from all your lecturers. This time around, your lecturers are the fish. I'm sorry. Some of them are even come across the video. But this is just the reality. And that's how the world works. It is not what you like to write. It's not what you like to write. Man, it's not what you like to write that will give you A. It is what your lecturer wants you to write that will give you A. So ask yourself the question, what do my lecturer want? How do they want it? You know, some of your lecturers, some of them, they ask you, what is dash? Or describe dash. You already know, because they just say, what is that? You have to give the definition. You have to give the importance. You have to give the advantage. You have to give the disadvantage. You know them. Put it there. In my class, I collect the extra sheet. It's very rare for me to write an exam. I'm not collect the extra sheets. They know it. I will write it full. You must write it. You know the lecturers. Some lecturers, if they tell you what is that, you just need 2-line definition for me. Give it to them. It is not, again, it's not what you like. You're not the one that will mark it. Who cares about what you like? When you become lecturer, care about what you like too. But this time around, what your lecturer wants. That's part of, create a plan of action. Know exactly what you must do to achieve each of those goals one by one. What you must do to achieve 90, to score 90 in math 311. So I'm using math. What you must do to achieve 92 in math 312. What you must do to achieve 94 in math 313. Know it. Lecturer specific. Write the plan out. Take a book and pen for 90 this day for math 311. I will read all my course material that we are given, all the notes we are given in class. I will read it back to back. That's always my goal. I will solve all the past questions. I will go to YouTube. I will watch more videos. Be specific. What exactly are you going to do? Okay. Now, once you are able, so this thing, you have to be so sure that this thing, with God as your backing, if you do this thing, your A is sure. Your A is sure. So the next thing is believe in yourself. So I'll tell you, dream higher. Set your goal to be high. Do 90. Chase 90. Chase this thing. Chase 5.0. But all this thing is not possible if you don't believe in yourself. Remember the quote, whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, you can achieve. Is it that belief? The belief is the thing, is the bridge that connects conceive, which is conception, your goal, and the achievements. We don't believe. Do you know why it's important that you believe in yourself? If you don't believe in yourself, you will not do what is required. You know what I'm saying? You will not do it. Go and see. There are a lot of things in your life that they have asked you to do, but because you don't believe it will work, because you don't believe you can do it, you will not even try. You won't even try. So you have to believe in yourself. To believe in yourself, sometimes you might borrow someone else's belief for yourself. You don't get. Sometimes you have to borrow someone else's belief. For example, now I told you about the friend that I have in National University, NDU. Her name is Peace. So there have been times when I want to do some things and I don't, what is it called? And I don't feel like, can I do this thing? I'll just call her, we talk. And then from our conversation, you'll be hearing something like, I believe in you, I know you can do it, something like that. And because I know that someone out there believes in me, not just I know my parents are at home, my mom and dad are at home, everybody's at home. They know, they trust in me, they believe that this boy can do it. Just because of that, even when I don't believe in myself, I will borrow their own belief for me. That's why your friends are very, very important. Don't worry, I'm still coming there. So believe in yourself. Also, lecturers too. Build a relationship with lecturers. You have to have lecturers. Sometimes things are going to get tough in your life. Even in school, you have to have people you can go to and talk to. People that can reinforce the belief, they can tell you, they can give you the support, tell you that they believe in you, they trust you, they know you can do it. And if you don't have, if anybody have never tell you that they believe in you before, I don't know you. Some of you have not even met you before, and some of you have never even met you in life. But I believe in you. The fact that you are even here means that you are going somewhere, means that you are committed. It's not easy. To have, you don't know, when people hear Zoom, that they want to have a meeting in Zoom, they run away because of the data. But you are here, having this, watching this thing on Zoom or even YouTube. Some of your mates now on TikTok, watching dancing, watching video. They are on Instagram, but you are here. It means that you believe in yourself, you trust yourself, they can do it. So me, I am Abdullateef Adedeji. I am reinforcing that belief today that you have all it takes to achieve the goal you have set for yourself. I am reinforcing it. And whenever you feel you doubt yourself, remember that there is one boy, one guy out there with the name of Abdullateef Adedeji, who was the best guardian of TASUED, who did not even know you, but believe in you. I believe in you. And I trust that you have the ability to do whatever you put your mind to, and you work towards, and that God is going to help you with it. Believe in yourself. Now, so we have talked about the goal, we have talked about the vision. So I'm using the concept of direction, of journey rather. You know where you are going already, you know how to get there. And now you are on the journey. Now, what's going to give you speed to get to where you're going to get to very fast, so that you will get there early? What's going to give you speed on the journey? What's going to be the fuel that's going to like prepare your car, your anything, your plane, give you that energy to go? The speed, what do you need? Number one, know yourself. Know yourself. When do you read? How do you read? Do you read in the day? Do you read in the night? Some of you read in the day. The time you're supposed to read is in the day. And guess what? You are playing. You are going to play football with someone that will wake up in the night and read. Is that not juju? Yes, it's juju now. It's foolishness. That you are playing with someone who can wake up, who can read. I have some people. Some of them are here. I will not mention their name. During the exam, they read like overnight. They can read for a week without sleeping just because of exam. Abdullateef Adedeji, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I personally, and I'm not joking here, I'm being serious. I don't do it. I can't read overnight. I can't. Even if I wake up in the morning, in the midnight to read, if I read for 2 or 3 hours in the midnight, I still have to sleep at least 1 hour before I go and do my exam. I can't. Know yourself. Some of you only read well when you have music, when you're listening to music. Listen to it. Buy earpiece, use it. Some of you need to be in a quiet place. Go and look for it. Some of you need to, what you just need to know is that once the lecturer is explaining it and you are listening to it, you are getting it. And then you are the one that is not playing with someone else in the class. Someone that they can go back to class and go back home and go and read their own. Some of them, the only thing they need to do is write the notes down, and then they will go back home and they will go and read themselves, and it's there. You need to be looking at the lecturer's mouth and eyes for you to understand. You are not doing nonsense. You are playing in class. Is that not foolishness? I'm sorry. I'm using harsh word. I have to use it. Sorry. Next one. Know yourself. Know what you read. Know how you read. Some of you also, you need to read. Some of you read best when you are reading with a group of people. Some of you, the best time you read is when you are reading alone. Know yourself. Okay? No. Don't.
Sorry, just be kind of everybody. Our guest speaker is going to join us very soon. I'm very sure he's having a network issue over his side, so he's going to join us very soon, okay?
Hello, I'm so sorry. My network has some kind of out. I just got back now. Let me share my slide again. So I was saying, I was talking about you as and I just like to tell my people again, when you are coming to TASUED, you don't bring anybody to TASUED though. When you are coming, you don't bring friends. Some of you, the people that is disturbing your life itself is the people you so-called friends. I remember there was a person watching this right now. And I told them, we're going to make dictionary. Go and look for the definition of friend. And some of you too, you need to go and check what friend actually means. Because both of you are not going to the same place. You're not going to the same destination. You are chasing A. He or she is chasing C. And the two of you are playing the same game. You are playing multiplayer. Both of you are doing TikTok challenge together. Even though you're not going to the same place. You are going to attend general courses. He's telling you, you attend general courses. Like you attend, all those things. Nonsense. So please, mind your association. Because it's very, very important. They will determine what you do in life. Imagine that you want to read. Imagine that you want to read now, but your friend is watching movie in the house, or your roommate is watching movie. Are you not going to be tempted to do the same? You will be tempted. So you have to be very careful who you associate with, who you call your friend. You have to have a big standard for having friend in your life. Okay? Number 3, mentorship. You have to have people you look forward to. Earlier this year, I think in September, I was watching a recording of a conference. Okay, and someone mentioned something. He said there have to be some people in your life that you are too afraid and too ashamed of to fail. You don't get it. There are some people that, for example, now let me give you an example. So my mentor, Mr. Ewa, I mentioned him the other time. The year, my theory first semester, when I have A's in all my courses, see this thing, A in all my courses, I was so excited. And guess what? I screenshotted and that's what I do. Once I got my results, I send it. In fact, I send it to my parents at home. I send it to them. I send it to people I know are very close to me. People I know that they make this thing happen. Because I know that I have to tell you, nobody is self-made. Nobody can come and say, hey, I'm doing what I do. Or there are people, support system that you never see. Unless we talk about them. We never see them. And my HOD is there too, my daddy. That's it. I'm blessed to be in match. I don't know. I'm sorry. But that's what I've experienced. But what I'm trying to say is that I sent him that thing, and he was like, "Wow, your result is good." And guess what? And he pointed out the fact that I have two A's that are exactly 70. That are what? Exactly 70. The idea is that A is A, and it calls for celebration. But as you still have to remind me of that. But that is Oriyomi. You know what it means now. What I'm trying to say is that have people that even when you are celebrating everybody, because the thing is that everybody can be celebrating you. A success is actually a failure. You can be feeling like this, and people are going to be celebrating you because the people is your celebration is a function of your environment. For example, now I have 4.91 and I'm the best graduating student in TASUED. There are universities where their best graduating student is 4.99. That's it. So there are places I'm going to go to where people feel like, yes, you did amazing work, but you could have done more. You get what I'm saying? So that's the goal of mentorship. I did not say you can be you. It's not people that give you money. That yeah, professional expert is good. Okay. Uh Another one is accountability and support. I can't it's also related association and mentorship. Have people that can keep you accountable so that you're going to reach this, you're going to have A's in all your courses. So this number of hours in a particular day. Do you have people that can check on you? They can say, hey, hello, have you read what you say you're going to read? Have you done the assignment you say you're going to do? Have you do this thing you say you're going to do? Sometimes temptation is very easy. You can be easily tempted. So have people that can check on you and get tough, and it will. There's this saying that say when going get tough, the tough gets. And then I have someone that I follow. His name is PK Olakolesho. I will say when going get tough, the tough seek collaboration. And this exact thing happened to me in 400 level, second semester, my last exam. I was very busy. I even had a program in school, Future Education Summit. I organized a program in school. By the time of exam is not come nothing, I'm lagging behind a lot in my exam, in my readings. I have to collaborate. Normally I read alone. This time around, I have to go and join someone. I don't know, anybody might know Miriam, yeah. Like that's someone God bless me with. So I have to start reading with someone. I will read with her. Once we finish one exam, and my exam was Monday to Friday, the first of the exam, Monday to Friday. Once I finish one exam, I will stay back in school. Two of us we read till like 6:30. Even when we get home, we are still chatting on WhatsApp. We are still reading together. So even though I am the loner guy, I do all my things almost on my own. But this time around, I realize that I need support. I need someone I can read with. What have you read? What is this? Let's do this together. Have the accountability and support. Also, teach others what you know. I always say this. You see what I'm telling you right now? You that I'm telling, you can forget it. But I that I'm telling you, I can never forget it. Whatever you teach someone, the person you are teaching may not know it. But you that you are teaching them, you are knowing it more. You're knowing it better. So when they call you to come and teach, you see as a privilege, as an opportunity for you to know what you're doing better. Now, currencies of life. Manage your resources. What are the currencies of life? Let me quickly mention them because of our time. Number one, the acronym is MEET. Okay? MEET. MEAT. M means money. What do you spend your money on in school? Okay? Spend your money on what is most important for you. You are not in competition with anybody. You're not in competition with anybody. You're not, I'm not saying you should not look good, please. But you're not trying to like compete with anybody. Hey, I'm the one that have the best shoe. I'm not that have the best this thing, best that. I don't know. But the most important is to spend money on what most is limited. It's finite. So you have to conserve it. Some of you want to spend your energy on is things that will not help your life. You gossip. You don't know the guy that is reading. You don't know. And that's it. See, most of the people that are doing something with their life, they don't have time for talking. They don't have time for unnecessary gossiping. If you have time to talk, you are the one that knows the person that is reading, you are the one that knows the person that is doing something. It's because you don't have work. What are you spending your energy on? What you spending your energy on? Is this something that is going to give you the goal you are working towards? Your attention. What are you paying attention to? What are you paying attention to? Okay, when you're supposed to pay attention to class, what is happening in class? It is YouTube it is TikTok that you're watching, Instagram. It is the guy that is the two students that are dating each other. They are the one that you are looking at, or the one that is playing game. That's the one you're focusing on, or is the teacher? You are looking at the glass teacher is putting on, the dress of the teacher. You are the one that knows the teacher that is fine, and the one that is not fine. And the one that knows the lecturer that dress well and the one that does not dress well. What concern you? Who sent you? It concern you. It does not concern you. Then see, this is the most important one. What are you spending your time on? What are you spending your time? You only have 24 hours. And anytime you spend, you can't get it back. What are you spending it on? If you spend it, see, your life currently right now is a reflection of how you have been spending these 4 currencies. Yes, how have you been spending them? How have you been spending them? Okay? So that's that. Then what are the potential challenges that you can have on your journey? What are the potential challenges that you can have? Number one. Yeah, stop it now. Please, excuse me. All right. So what are the potential challenges that you can have? Temporary setbacks. There will be times where you're going to work towards something and you don't get it. You will do a test, an exam where you are hoping that you're going to score 80, but you do the test, you are scoring 15, or you're scoring 20, over 30. Don't give up. See, it's not over until it's over. It's not over until it's over. For example, now, I've been chasing 5.0 since first semester 200 level. I was able to get 5.0, 300 level first semester. First 2 semesters, I was having just 1B. The first one, I have 68, 168, imagine. Second one, I have 65. 65. So what I'm trying to tell you is that you will fail. You will fail. And that's why I intentionally use the word failure. I use setbacks. Because setbacks are meant to set you up for comeback. Setbacks are meant to set you up for comeback. Some of you are football fans. You hear when they say someone come back, a great comeback. They have beaten someone 4-0 before you know the person later come and win 5-4. It has happened before. It has happened to you too. So setbacks are set up for comebacks. So don't let a defeat it's not over. See, until that time when you finish. For example, now, I've been I was able to get first semester. First 2 semesters, I was having just one. The first one, I have to take 168, imagine. Second one, I have to 55. So, what I'm trying to tell you is that you will fail. Second one, stress management. I want to say this word before. Sorry, my network is breaking. How about now? Is it better now? Please confirm it's better now.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so what I'm trying to explain is so I want to say before that TASUED will stress you. But trust me, it's not only TASUED that will stress you, everything will stress you, every school will stress you. So you will be stressed. It's a natural thing. You will be stressed. You will be stressed. So you need to know how to manage stress. Who is this? Go go. You need to know how to manage stress. Like you must know how to manage stress. It's very, very important you know how to manage your stress. And let me tell you how I do mine. Man, I watch movies and I sleep. There are times when even sometimes during exam, I have to watch movies because I need to. I was talking with someone recently, and I told her that one thing I realized the way I'm able to put it recently, even though I've been partnering a long time, is that there are some times in your life where you have to be on serious to be serious. Does it make sense? You have to be on serious to be serious. For example, now it can come as a surprise that the better is telling you that you watch movies. Even during exam, I watch movies a lot. Okay, and when I'm watching this movie, it's going to be as if that I'm on serious. Yes, but I'm on serious at that particular time so that I can be serious when I need to be serious. When I watch the movies, every stress I have, everything is going to come down. I'll be able to think clearly. Now I'll be able to read. You that you're already stressed, you are still forcing yourself to read, and it's not entering. For me, if it is 5 hours that I have to read, I can use the first 2 hours to watch movies, and my head is now free. Everything is now clear. And that is the 3 hours to read. You have the 5 hours. Use that 5 hours to read and read and read. And you'll not be able to get 1 hour of reading out because you are forcing yourself. Some of you, it is play ball. Go and play it. Watch football. Play games. But the most important thing is that make the main thing the main thing. Wait, I did not let her put it here. Oh, sorry. I totally forget. I'm so I forgot. Okay, yeah, it's here. It's under distraction. So learn how to manage stress. Some of you, it might be just talking. You just talk. You talk to some people. Talk. Just know how to, because you can't afford. I always say this. The two most important thing you need to achieve your goal, any goal you want, you need your confidence to be intact, and you need your peace of mind to be intact. Anything that affects your peace of mind will affect everything else. So even if I have bad news, I always try to know how to manage it so that it does not get to me. So even everything is crumbling down, things are not working the way it's supposed to work. Sometimes I get home and the only thing I do is that I will pray 8 o'clock and I'll go and sleep. Sometimes I will have exams to write, to read for, and I see that I'm very tired. What I will do, I will just go and sleep 8 o'clock. And guess what? I wake up maybe 12 and I'll be able to read everything. I'm not telling you to do what I do. I'm telling you to do what works for you. I'm also showing you my own human side to know that it's not magic. There's no Superman there. Okay? Another one, people's opinion. They will talk. Now, you are now reading. You're not the one that's attending general classes. They will tell you. They will call you Ogbon. They call me in my class today. In my class, if you know anybody that know me, go to anybody that finished in mathematics 400 level. This said, tell them you're asking for Ogbon or Dicky. They know that is my name. They give me the name from 200 level. You will not believe. At the time they gave me the name, it was somehow depressing, but I have to accept it because number one, I was not trying to do to know. I was not trying to do it for anybody to know me. It's just that normally I ask questions in class and I answer questions in class. So the idea is that when you become serious, they will talk. I have their department where they use first class as a joke. I'm a first class student. You get what I'm saying? Oh man, they will be saying it as if those guys are bad people, as if those guys are doing something bad just because they are in first class. They will make jest of them. I'm first class students. Don't listen to them. You are the one that know what you're going. Focus on your journey. Focus on yourself. People will talk. Your friend that you always do nonsense together before, but now you now have some sense. You have more sense. And you're not doing what is right. They'll be the first person to turn on you, turn against you. They'll be the first person to say things about you. Ignore them. Focus on your journey. You are the one that know where you're going. Focus on it. And now distraction will come. For me, I was distracted a lot. In fact, in my 400 level, man, the person, especially even with my project, the person God used for me is my HOD. He will always talk. He will always feel like, make the main thing the main thing. And always tell me, life is a matter of season. After my exam, after this thing, after all these things, he tell me again, I told you, life is a matter of season. All those things that you want to kill yourself for now, you now have it now. You cannot do all of them now. But then I always think that he does not want me to do all those things. But always tell me life is a matter of seasons. Always make the main thing the main thing. Know what is the main thing in your life right now and make it the main. Don't minor in major. Don't major in minor. Don't major in minor. Don't minor in major. Make the main thing the main thing. Right now you are in school. The most important thing for you in your life right now is your school. You know that already, unless that's not your part. Okay, you know. Some of you, the only thing you come to school, I mentioned earlier, you only need to come and get a certificate that has your name on it. You know that you're only going to music, you're going to all those things. No problem, focus on it. But you, if you have determined that you must go to school, you must come out with first class. Make the main thing the main thing. Ogami, Mubarak, don't care. Don't give them a damn. Don't give it a damn. Don't major in minor. Don't minor in major. Make the main thing the main thing. Many people will not tell you this. But most people, the problem they have is distraction. One thing like this will distract you. Relationship can distract you. Some of you, your problem is the problem of your life is that at the final point of your life, you have someone, one boy that is chasing you around. I love you. I did all this thing for you. Or you have one lady that you now decide that you have fallen in love. And then both of you, instead of pushing each other for the time that you're supposed to be using to read at night, you that on a normal day, you only sleep 9 o'clock and wake up 12 o'clock to read. Now you now chat from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock. 7 o'clock that you're supposed to read, you now sleep till 6 o'clock. You are not able to read anything again. You now think it's someone that is epic, it's one village people. You are your village people. Now, I'm not telling you not to be in a relationship, but be in a relationship, have boyfriend, have girlfriend, yes, have it. I'm not a relationship coach. I'm not. But I'm telling you, make the main thing. Anything that is going to stop you from achieving your goal is a distraction. Any attraction that is going to like detract you from your where you are going is a distraction. Remove it. Throw them away. Throw them away. Please. If it's the only thing you get from here, take it. Make the main thing. And I believe that if you are able to do all these things, I also suggest, even if you watch this thing from the beginning to the end, please make sure you go and watch it again. Go ahead and watch it again. It will really do a lot of favor. I know I've talked about a lot of things. I've said a lot of things. Yes, your phone and movies, you can get distracted. Sometimes you have to drop your phone. Let me give you this thing. I use library a lot. I use library a lot.
Sorry, Mr. Adedeji, help me to work on that co-host again, please.
Okay, I will do that. Okay, so I use library a lot. Sometimes the only reason why I use library is just to be able to focus. Because in library, you can't even, there are limits to what you can do in library already. So that I intentionally go to library. Again, your phone, if your phone is one that is distracting you, throw it away. Off the data. Movies. Don't do anything. I mentioned earlier that you watch movie. I only tell you to manage stress. Yes. If you need to do it, do it. But is it the most important thing about this? And let me tell you this too, especially for those of you that are serious. For those of you not serious now, those of you that seems to be serious, you are the one that have the biggest issue because for some of us, for me in my class, it's very well. Even when I'm very distracted and I'm doing a lot of things, it's very rare for you to it's a few people, very few people that will come and say, Abdullateef, you come and okay, you're not coming to class, you do not do assignment, you don't do all these things. Because people will actually assume that you are serious now, you know how you do your thing like that. And you can be so serious, you can seem serious, like that you will fool other people, and you also fool yourself. Because actually you're not doing what you need to do to get to where you want to go to. But because you already have the label of being a serious student, many people will not notice until your results come out. They have to like, why will this person be scoring this thing? Or what happened? But you know. So even when people are hailing you, serious student, first class clinical, when you get to the corner of your room, remind yourself, let yourself know, ask yourself, are you truly serious? Are you really doing what you're supposed to be doing? Because you're doing nothing and answer the question. You're supposed to be reading for 6 hours a day. You know yourself, and you're reading for 4 hours. You are unserious. If they tell you, who tell you? Abdullateef Adedeji tell you that. You are unserious. You're supposed to be reading 8 hours a day. You know yourself. You have been able to identify that you need to read for 8 hours to be able to achieve your goal. And you're reading for 6.5 or 7 hours. You are unserious. Yes, but because you're not doing what you must do, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Okay, so let me give time for questions and answers. So thank you so much, everybody. I know I can talk. I know I've talked a lot. I hope that you have learned one or two things from this session. I hope that with this session, you have now been equipped with some uncommon knowledge, some uncommon information that you can apply, you can personalize in your own life. This is my own, this is me making this general. You can go back, personalize it. Everything I say here is not a formula, it's not, this is how it has to be. You have to personalize it your own life and do it and see how it's going to work for you in your own life and then do it for it. So I hope that this has been amazing for you. How was the session for you? So I really love that. Mr. Peter, is the WhatsApp group opened?
Okay, I'll go and open it right now.
Okay, so please, if you're on the WhatsApp group, I would love to have your feedback. How was the session for you? Do you learn anything? If you also have any question, you can also drop it on the WhatsApp group too. And Mr. Peter, do you have any time? This is 46 already. In fact, I planned for 1.5 hours for this, but this is already 1 hour 45 minutes. So can we still take any question?
Yes, if there's any question, they should identify.
It cannot be new to you. These are the people. I will tell them in my department. Let me just quickly talk to you for 1 minute, 30 minutes, 2 hours. We don't even sit down. We just keep talking. I will just keep talking, not will, and they will be listening. Man, but then I hope you have learned a lot. Yes, and if I'm also on the group. I'm one of the admin. If you have anything, it's just that please, I may not really be able to respond to many people, but even if whether I'm going to respond or not, please, you can send me a message. If you have any specific question or anything that I've said here before. Who is this one? Odetola? How can I navigate through distraction on my phone? Yes, distraction on your phone is the thing is your phone is both the thing about phone is that the biggest thing about it is something you need. It is not, there are some things that we say is distracting. You can say, yeah, don't throw it away. But you can't really throw your phone away. So what you can do is that limit what you do with your phone. There's this app I use. It's called Stay Free. Stay Free. You can search it on Google Play Store. Stay Free. STAYFREE. Stay Free. So those apps, what I use it to do is that I can use it to block some app. So I can schedule that at a particular point, if I'm using focus mode, the particular time when I was very unserious in my projects, and the biggest issue for me is my phone. Guess what I did? Number one, and I uninstall all the apps I know I spend my time on. Facebook. I uninstall Facebook. Even though I'm very, very active on Facebook, for a whole 2 weeks, I uninstall Facebook and I don't enter Facebook. I uninstall it. So it's not your phone that is distracting, it's what's on your phone that is distracting. So what is that thing on your phone that is distracting you? Remove it. If it is TikTok, remove it. If it is WhatsApp, you may not be able to delete WhatsApp, but you can freeze it and only use it when you need it. This app that I'm talking about, Stay Free, I can use it if I put my phone to focus, put the Stay Free to focus mode. There are some apps that automatically I won't be able to open them. But once I click on it, it tell me. In fact, the way the Stay Free works is that it can also block some things on my app. For example, now on Facebook now, I can block reels and stories and shorts on YouTube. On my YouTube right now, if I go to YouTube and I click on shorts, like all those shorter videos to watch it, it will tell me automatically. And guess what? It will give me a quote on time, in time management. If you don't spend your time wisely, you're not spending your life wisely. And if I click on close like this, it will close the app automatically. So that means there are some features of some apps that I cannot even use. And if I make it to the blocking, that means once I put my phone to focus mode, there are some apps that I cannot open it until a time has elapsed. Until I can schedule it from 6 o'clock to 4 o'clock. No, I'm using all this app. So sometimes even when I feel tempted to use the apps, it will take it away. It will tell me that I can't use the app because I've set it myself. So it's a matter of discipline. It's just you making the discipline easy for yourself. So if it's not your phone that is distracting, it's what's on your phone. Take it away. Take the thing that is distracting on your phone, take it away, and replace it with something that is what that will help your life. I hope I answered your question. Any other question, please? Yes. Any other question? So again, if you're on the WhatsApp group, you can click on the WhatsApp. You can, what is it called? You can ask any other question you have there. I'm going to probably use a voice note to respond. Or if you have a very specific question or have something you're going through and you feel like you want to share, just send me a message. But if you're sending me a message, please know this. And please, this is not arrogant. Just tell me, I am this, my level is this. Just send all the message at once. I am Abdullateef. I'm a 300 level mathematics student. I'm currently working on this. I'm having these particular challenges. Is there anything you can do? Man, this question is very, very important. How do you balance academic with financial issues? That is school fee. How? How do you? Let me answer this last question. Someone sent me a direct message. How can I know myself? You know yourself by studying yourself. You know yourself by studying yourself, by asking yourself questions, and also by asking people around you some strong questions. And you have to be willing to face the truth. Sometimes when you ask some questions, even the truth gone, you will not believe it. You have to be willing to face the truth. Now, for the issue of balancing, this is very, very distinct. Even in my own time, to have issue with financial distance, there was a time I was selling data in my level. I sold pen, like pen, book, graph, anything this thing that you want to use. I sell it. But the idea is that what I always tell people is that there was a time too I was doing part-time teaching. I will miss some class, deliberately miss some class to go and do part-time teaching because I need the money. So the thing is that you can make sacrifice for all these things. And that's why I forgot to mention this. But this is something I learned from John Obidi, is that my fight is different. What it just simply means that your fight is different. So you can't fight it the same way. So sometimes it's easy for you to feel unserious also. Because you see for some people doing something you are not doing. Okay? Let's say for you now, you have financial challenge and you have to work some shifts. Some of you have to work in a place. Like you have to do some night work, night job, come back to school, and then you are not feeling sleepy in class or doing something in class. You are sometimes lagging behind. You might be tempted to feel like you are not serious. No, you are. You're just doing what you can do. The most important thing is know. So the most important thing is know how you are balancing it. Okay, you missed a lot. Don't worry, you have the replay. The replay is on YouTube. So I can't really say this is how exactly you're going to balance it. But the most important thing is that don't forget why you are doing it. One thing that always give me issue, that always make me feel sad when I see people struggling, is that these people that are struggling to pay their school fees, when they later get back to class, they are not very serious people. I'm now wondering, this thing that you are sacrificing your life for, you are sacrificing it is because of this school fee, this school that you are going to do extra work, going to almost like kill yourself because you are doing a lot of work. And then that particular thing, you are still serious with it. So what I'm going to say is that ask people. Okay, ask people. There are some people that even though you are not in school, they will copy notes, they will send you the notes. They will help you with assignments. They will teach you. You know that once you get back from work like this, you already have people that you go and sleep in their house. They will not sleep because of you. They will teach you everything they have been taught from morning till in that particular day. So you need to have support system. People that you have to open up to them. Sometimes you might even need to go to some lecturers because some lecturers are very, very crazy about their attendance. And you, because of your work, you might not be able to attend all the class. Go to the lecturers. They are human. And some of them that will not answer. If they are not answering, know that there's nothing you can do about it. And just try as much as possible to cover up and see if you can be able to meet up their own class. But most of them also have children at home, so they will understand. Have support. And also those few minutes that you now have in school to use in school, use it judiciously. So you should not be the one that is now being on serious in class. Knowing that some of your students you have been on serious with, when they leave class, they will go home and go and read. They will go home and go and sleep, shower. They will renew their strength. They will now read. You immediately before the lecturer go out of the class, you're already thinking of how you're going to go to the bus, catch the bus, go to where you're going to go and teach, or go to the work you're going to go and do, or go and do POS, do all those things. So the time that you have to now study, don't waste it. And also have support. Have people that if anything is not clear, anything is you can quickly meet them. They will explain to you. They will give you what you need. So that's very important. So let me stop here. Okay. So if you have any more question again, you can drop it on the WhatsApp group. I hope that the WhatsApp group is going to be this thing. And I also need to mention that this program is actually done in partnership with Yali Ogun TASUED. So Yali means Young African Leaders Initiative. It's an organization that is established by the former President of the United States, Barack Obama, and it's meant to like develop African leaders in Africa and young leaders in Africa. They have branches across Nigeria, Yali Network Nigeria. So, and they have branches across states in Nigeria. So we are currently under Yali Ogun. So one of the commitments of Yali Ogun is that whatever programs or initiatives they are doing to develop leaders at the state level, they want to take it to universities. And I'm happy to tell you that Yali Ogun TASUED is actually the first university, in fact, in Nigeria, that is going to have a branch of Yali. So TASUED is the first person that is going to have a branch of Yali. And by the special grace of God, I'm actually a pioneer team lead. And we also have a lot of programs that is like that we're bringing up. In fact, we have a program that is going to coming up like this. It's going to also be more. It's not really focused on academics, but other things that you also need to succeed as students, not just as a student, but as student leaders in the environment. So please expect. So whenever you later come across Yali Ogun TASUED, we'll soon be starting our operation fully. So make sure that you are part of us. Make sure you join us. All these things are what you're going to. In fact, when you're part of Yali Ogun TASUED, you become one of my close families. We get to like have more distance, so you get access to more resources and more things that you're going to help you in your not just in your academic journey, but also your leadership journey. Okay, so I just thought to add that. Thank you so much, everybody, for being part of us, and watch out for Yali Ogun TASUED. Okay, so if you have any question again, don't forget to put it on the group chat. You can send me a message. I would love to hear your feedback. How is this for you? Does it even make any difference? Are your expectations met? Let me know. Okay, thank you so very much. Mr. Peter, please take the floor. And thank you so much, Mr. Peter, for this opportunity. I hope that this meets your expectations. And this actually, yes, meets your expectations. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. And God bless you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Adedeji. In fact, I'm so impressed about the presentation and everything. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And I pray God will continue to embellish your knowledge in Jesus' name. Oh, sorry, apology for that.
No, there's no need. There's no need for that.
Okay, so
Yeah,
to everyone that joined from beginning to the end, those that comment on the chat board, Mr. Mubarak, Miss Aisha, and everyone, Miss Bella, Adewale, okay, Anna Ifeomide, Miss Odetola, everyone I really appreciate for being part of this program. Despite you didn't concern about your data that is going to consume a lot of your data, you feel that it's still worth it. And I believe, or I hope it's truly worth it, your taste. Thank you so much. And let's stop here tonight. And I'm very sure we are still going to have more of these programs coming up as time goes on. I wish you all the best in your forthcoming exam. Success by the name of God. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, everybody. I can see people sending me a message already. I don't have a granddaughter. Come on. Okay, good. Thank you so much, everybody, and have a fantastic day ahead. Again, if you have any questions, thank you. I would love to have this thing. Thank you, everybody, and have a fantastic day. And for those of us on YouTube, I'm so sorry we are not able to take questions on YouTube. I'm going to check the questions, take the question from there, and respond to you on what's it called on the WhatsApp group. Okay. So if you get the link anywhere, you can make sure that you find a way to join the WhatsApp group. Everything is going to be going on there. Thank you, everybody, and have a fantastic night ahead.